Hello. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome. Here we are one more time. New year, many projects. Let's do it. All right. So for today and for the coming streams, I guess, I'm not sure, but I guess it's gonna take me some time. I'm gonna be sharing with you for the time of that the streams take some small project that I'm on, working for my own, and it's doing some made up keyframes for what could be a Warhammer 40k film. So this is not nothing official, all right? So this is just doing my own thing. So this is, you could say this is fan art, all right? But just doing like some keyframe art as if it would be for a cinematic 40k project. One of the reasons for doing this is just because I cannot avoid, after the news of the Amazon projects going ahead, starting to warming up just in case there is any chance to jump into it. So yeah, basically just some warming up exercise on my part for it, and just for the fun of it. So let's do it. So I will show you the one that I'm working on at the moment, and yeah, let's see. It took me, yeah, what you're gonna see at the moment, it took me just a couple of hours or something like that, or yeah, or 3, something like that. So yeah, let me just put our cozy fireplace. Let's see, where are you? Here it is. But yeah, I hope that all of you had a fantastic time during the holidays, and enjoy your time with your family and friends. Let's see if they start. There you go. That you can all recharge batteries and ready to have a hopefully fantastic new year. Let's see. There you go. All right. So this is the keyframe that I'm working at the moment. This is too loud. Just put it down. So yeah, I myself, I was super tired by the end of the year. I've been so extremely busy and working so much, so hard, that I was very, very, very tired. So I took some long vacations, and yeah, I haven't painted at all during the whole holidays, just to kind of like some detox, you could say. And not by the lack of wanting, but yeah, when I get to those extremes of tiredness, it's good just to completely not touch the computer and yeah, have a break basically. So I'm trying to, so I painted this lady with my intention here is to present like some sort of meeting between an enforcer officer and some random tech priest. So there is no story behind this. I'm just making my idea with this is just to do some random scenes with the main goal of trying to encapsulate some cinematic vibe. So what I'm trying to why cannot hey, hello. For some reason I cannot see the chat. Sorry. So yeah, I can. Okay, I only see the ones from YouTube, but all right. And the ones from YouTube doesn't show on the multi-stream chat box. That's annoying. Well, all right, we'll have to live with it. What if I... No, this doesn't help. All right, well, we'll have to live with that. All right, so yeah, Cantabrian, hello man, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Rodolfo, hi, hello, how are you doing? Welcome. Milky, which I have been trying to learn how to draw Space Marines. Your videos have been godsend, man. Well, that's made me very happy to hear. I'm glad that they are being helpful for you. That's yeah, it's very gratifying to hear that. Yeah, after it took me such a long time and effort to produce those tutorials. So yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing. So yeah, let's see how can we make this lady. I think I will add later on servo skull floating above as well. I need to, let me see. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to look for some tech priests images for some inspiration. Let's see if I can. Yeah, for some reason, yeah, this is so annoying. I cannot see all your messages. So Juan, I only can see the on the display of Streamlab on my other monitor, so it's quite annoying. So can you explain what is the goal use of these concept frames in the making of a film? Yeah, like I said, it's basically I'm warming up a little into trying to visualize 40k through a cinematic lens. So I'm trying to do several ones, or that's my plan if I have the time. So to do yeah, some random keyframes just to warm up and exercise a little bit my keyframe painting skills. Factor, hi Miguel, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Welcome. Happy to have you on the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, so sorry if I missed some of your messages. Just please don't take it personally. It's just that I might be missing them since I don't. It's a little bit difficult for me at the moment. They are not showing properly on my display. Have you seen any cool films or series these holidays? Anything that you can recommend? I myself have finished the last Horus Heresy book today, the one of the Siege of Terra. So good. I was a little bit afraid when I started because I didn't like so much the previous one. I think it's the first book from Dan Abnett that I didn't enjoyed that much. But this one was excellent. I really enjoyed the whole plot. No spoilers, so no worries. Don't worry. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and especially how Horus is portrayed, and I don't know. I think it's heading into a very good end of the saga. I'm really looking forward to the very last one. I think they are teasing it already, so I'm not sure when they will release it, but I guess it's not gonna be too late. Juan Rodano, I started learning how to sculpt 3D. Es mi, es mi propósito del año nuevo. Ah, fantastic. Oh man, and I remember that last stream we said we should, I should do a grease pencil stream. I just remembered now. Well, I guess we will have to wait with that one since I'm engaged on these little projects of mine. So, but yeah, that's great. So what program are you jumping into, Juan? I don't know if I'm gonna keep this pattern or not. Yeah, we'll see. Ilya, hello from Russia. Just wanted to say your last portrait and Instagram are so classy. Thank you for inspiration. It's always cool to look up to someone like you, Miguel. Have a nice evening. Thank you, thank you. And welcome to the stream. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. So, yeah, let's see. I mean, as you can see, one of the main things with this type of keyframes is just to not go too much into polishing, so everything is quite rough and loose. I really like that this type of style for keyframes. I mean, the key or the main focus, I would say, is the framing, right, of the picture, and staging, and then the lighting. I think those are the key aspects to focus on this type of keyframes. That's where I'm trying to focus my most of my energy. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right. Electric Trojan. I noticed the subtle lines created by the forms that hint towards the vanishing point on the right. You never see that in AI generated pics. I don't know which one you mean, but yeah, let's not get started with AI. But yeah, things are getting interesting, and the storm, it's getting bigger and bigger when it comes to the legal issues and copyright problems. The ones that I've been talking about from the very beginning, right? That everybody on the beginning was talking about more philosophical issues or questions, and I was always just mentioning, like, yeah, but let's all of those things are kind of interesting for a philosophical talk, but the real issue is not that, but the implication that's gonna bring when it comes to copyright, and yeah, and I'm still optimistic that they are completely gonna shut it down. That's what I think. It just is too much of a mess. Mm. And yeah, and with the AI thing, the level of theft, and they are being so blatant and not hiding it. So now the more light it's been shed on the matter, the more clear looks for the general public, which is very nice. Ilya, have you got any problem with eyedropper delay when you use it while drawing with brush tools? No, I haven't. I have not encountered lately any issues. But like a month ago, the version of Photoshop that I was using, the eyedrop or the color picker wouldn't show on the color wheel, which was a pain in the ass. So yeah, Cantarian, you never know, Miguel. In time, there might be a requirement for Blade Runner-esque agents in the future to hunt out AI art. Well, I would rather that they hunt the how they call themselves, like prompt engineers or prompt artists. Oh my goodness, it's like so silly. But yeah. But yeah, it's when you get to understand really how these things have been constructed, and how dishonest the whole enterprise has been from the very beginning. Don't tell me that I have the bug. Yeah, okay. I need to restart the file. Okay, let me just change just for let me change the screen. Yeah, give me a second so I can close and reopen the file. Okay. There you go. should have the servo skull around here, I think. Is it on a... Oh, let me just put it on another layer. Wait. I'll put it just there for reference. It should, of course, have some like lens or something like that. Hey, hey Teleport, how are you doing? Welcome. What a surprise. We are inverting the roles here. For those of you that don't know, Teleport, he's absolutely insane. I don't know to what degree put you, man, but yeah, but he's an insanely good player at Dark Tide. It is insane. He streams and he has very good content on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you are into Dark Tide, then you should definitely go and check his content, because it's yeah, he's so far, I think he, from people that post things on the internet at the very least, I think he's the best player out there, in my humble opinion. And yes, you are right. That's a Tertium Enforcer. What an eye, man. Yes. I'm quite surprised that you actually spotted. Yeah, no worries. No worries. So, yes, let's do this lady. It's not Hadron teleport, so you can breathe. It's just a random tech priest. Yeah, the idea with this keyframe is just to show like what it could be, some sort of meeting between an investigator from the enforcers with some, I don't know, tech priest or some sort. Yeah. So no battling, no epic battle scene, but just some random encounter conversation. By the way, Teleport, I've been noticing I haven't been able to play much during the holidays because I've been very busy with family at home, etc. But I've been noticing like an insane amount of people playing with the, how's it called, the Columbus autogun rifle, the number 5, I think it is. It seems that it has become like the new meta. I haven't tried it myself yet, but yeah, I think the few games that I have played, every single veteran or gun psyker I have encountered, they were packing those. Do you reckon if we will ever get to meet some enforcers in the flesh on the game? No idea. At this point, I don't think so. Given the state of the crisis, if but that's just my guess. I mean, I know there are, you can see some armed enforcers corpses around the maps. But they are all geared up. It could be actually pretty cool if they would give some cosmetics of representing people from Tertium or Atoma Prime, actually. Teleport, yeah, one of the weapons that went from F to S tier in a couple of patches. Yeah, that's what it. I was very surprised because before it was shit. Antonia, hi Miguel, greetings from Argentina. Could you check some portfolios at the end, please? Hello, and welcome to the stream. Sadly, I'm not gonna have time for that. And you know, I definitely would love to, but the thing is that it takes quite a lot of time, and to do some. I mean, it's not gonna help just to make a very short and fast review because it's not fair and it's not gonna useful. And the things I don't do during the streams, and that would be unfair to other people that have been asking before. So I'm afraid that I cannot. Maybe at some point I can do some stream, some special events and do some portfolio reviews or something. I don't know. But I hope that you understand. Is nothing against you. It's just that since I don't do it, it will be unfair to other people that have asked before. And I know if I open the gate, then it's like, yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, apologies, but no, I will not do it. I'm afraid. Yeah, Teleport. I've been missing quite a lot of your streams because I just came back to work this week. So normally that's when I tune into your streams. So while I'm working, I'm watching your streams. So, so yeah. Yeah, I'm sad we didn't get any ex-Arbites personality as a veteran. I wouldn't. I mean, you know, I'm not disclosing anything new, but and I'm not talking about you now. What I'm gonna say, but it's like people have got very impatient in terms of how the game is to be to expand. So there are big plans for it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they add more things of that kind in the future. I think it makes sense, and it's just a matter of time. So I don't know for certain, but that's something at least I would expect as well. So yeah, we'll see. Dog on dog action. Any advice on practicing rendering good brush work? I still haven't figured out how rendering works. It's like black voodoo magic in my eyes. Yeah, it's kind of a little, I guess. Well, I guess I mean, it's a tricky question because, of course, it comes also to personal preference and styles. So working with very few brush strokes is not better than somebody that use many and make everything very polished and very detailed. It's just a different way. So it's just depend on what you are aiming for. And yeah, you have plenty of examples of artists that are absolutely amazing and they do everything super polished to every minute detail. And on the other extreme, you have people that works very rough and with very few strokes, and still they are amazing. So yeah, it just depends on what you are looking for. If I guess the feeling that you are from your question, it's more in terms of brush economy and just to use as less as possible. The best that I can recommend you is to do a lot of exercises where you try to condense volumes and starting with very basic shapes, like let's say like a vase or um, like a glass or I don't know, a mug or something like that, with some lighting and trying to block in as much as how do you say, to simplify it as much as you can in terms of values, for instance, and trying to recreate those volumes with as few strokes as you can, and to always be very conscious about, okay, let's try to make it with the fewest strokes as you can. And with practice, you will get there. So it just, yeah. But it needs to be a very deliberate exercise and working with intent of, okay, so I'm going to try to do this with as few brushes as I can. Brush strokes, sorry. And yeah, and this is something that I myself, I need to check myself with, because I tend to end up trying to put too many details or unnecessary details, and I have to make an effort to, okay, just to stop myself and just like, okay, no, I actually need to condense this to its very essence and try to, yeah. But that's, and again, this is nothing better than something that is very rendered. It's just the stylistic choice that I like the most. Yeah, Antonia, once again, sorry. All right, Teleport, have a good one, and thanks for passing by. Aaron, hey there, happy new year, good to see you again. Likewise, welcome to the stream. Dog on dog, would you say your rendering style has few brush strokes, and would you recommend master studies of your art style? I really like it. Well, again, once again, it just depends on what you are aiming for. So if you like it and it's something that appeals you, then yes, of course, doing master studies is a very good way of learning. So yeah, but I mean, I to be honest, I wouldn't spend time doing master studies of my work, but just do of the real masters. Do of Anders Zorn, of Sargent, of Sorolla, of Velázquez. Those are the some true masters that I would encourage you to do master studies, because they are, yeah, they are the thing, the shit, not me. If anything, I always aspire to be able to paint like them at some point in my life. I know I will never get there, but at least that's my inspiration and drive. That's the thing that I like, right? that Mechanicus guy right now looks super cool, and yet it looks like you use 5 brush strokes for everything. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to be very sparse with the brush strokes, so it's deliberate. But again, that's just a personal choice because I like personally. But yeah, if this is something that you like, again, I'm insisting in doing this type of exercise where you try to condense things to its very essence, and instead of doing, you know, to do the same thing just and going over and over and over, just try to, okay, I'm just gonna try to do it in 3 strokes and see what happens. And of course it's gonna take time, and might be a frustrating process, but you will eventually get there, like anything else. It's just a matter of being persistent and patient. So again, the importance of framing the piece. and the composition and staging of each element and characters is paramount for a keyframe. I mean, as one of the important things to have in mind when you create keyframes is, once again, the purpose is just to recreate what it could be the frame of a film, right? So you need to have in consideration the same things that are taken in consideration when shooting a film, right? Which is like a good composition and also giving a sense of space, of depth. So yeah, it is very, very important to have those things in mind when working with keyframes. And you need to think of keyframes as the a very cheap way for directors to get a glimpse into how things could look, right, on the screen. Thanks for the master's recommendation. I will write their names down and look at their art. Yes, please do. So remember, Sorolla, Andersorn, Sargent, and Velázquez. Yeah, those would be my suggestions. I assume for that approach, I have to find reference with really good lights, right? Hard shadows. Well, not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, economy of brush work is just understanding the essence of the forms or shapes that you look at and trying to replicate that to its bare minimum. When you see the work of these masters that I'm referring to, you will understand what I mean. Is that you look at their work from certain distance and it's perfect. Everything makes so much sense. But once you get close to it, you look at it's just very abstract and extremely minimal brush work, and yeah, they are the best in my opinion at these. So of course, good lighting and can help, but yeah, not necessarily. It's something independent of lighting. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I don't know if for next week I will be continuing with this one or it will be finished. Probably I would have finished this one. I will definitely show you the result, and I will be working with another one. That's my guess. But yeah, very very happy to be back, and yes, I hope that you will have a fantastic week. Thanks everybody for joining tonight, or morning. I don't know, depending on where you are. Now here it's getting late, so yeah. So yeah, it's an absolute pleasure, like always, spending some time painting with you guys and talking. Antonia, I don't know if you are still around, but once again, sorry. It's nothing personal, but I cannot do portfolio reviews during the stream. Maybe in some future I might dedicate a special stream just for that, but for now I'm afraid I cannot. So once again, thanks a lot for joining. Have a fantastic week. Draw, paint, and have fun doing it. And see you next week. All right. So we'll be same day, Tuesday, and at the same time. All right. Take care. Bye bye. The Emperor protects. Yeah. What is the
for the Emperor?